Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're not just going to tell you some scary stories. Nope, we're going to get under the skin of two modern Hindi hauntings to really figure out what the real monster is at their core.
So let's just dive right in with this question. What actually makes a ghost? Is it some, ancient evil from another world? Or is it something much, much closer to home? The stories we're about to unpack suggest the answer isn't really supernatural at all. It's human.
So today, we're looking at two tales from the Scary Town Hindi channel. We're going to meet two different families just living their ordinary lives, completely unaware that they are on a collision course with a terrible, terrible tragedy. All right, first up, let's go to the city of Bareilly. This is where we meet Ramesh. He's a teacher, a really dedicated one, and he's poured his heart and soul into his dream, the Natasha Coaching Center. And you know what? It's finally paying off. Through sheer hard work, he's built not just a business, but what he hopes is a secure, happy future for his wife and daughter. Okay, now let's jump hundreds of miles away to Azamgarh. Here we meet Ramanuj. He's just moved his family, his wife and daughter, because of a job transfer. They're starting a whole new chapter, They're full of hope, excited for new opportunities in a new town. So we have these two families, both just trying to build a better life. But this is where everything starts to unravel. And the truly scary part, the horror doesn't kick off with a phantom or some spooky curse. It starts with two very human, very ugly failings, greed and fear. And you can see right here how their problems start from completely different places. For Ramesh, it's his success that paints a target on his back. Pure greed. For Ramanuj, it's just who he is. His culture, his traditions, that becomes the source of fear and prejudice. Two totally different sparks, but both are about to light a fire that will burn everything down. In Ramesh's world, the bad guy has a name, Manohar Sharma. He's the richest guy in town. He sees Ramesh's successful business, and he just decides he wants it. And his demand, it's not a business offer. It's a threat, plain and simple, coming from a man who genuinely believes his money makes him untouchable. For Ramanuj's family, though, the threat isn't one person. It's like this poison seeping through the neighborhood. It's a creeping paranoia where simple cultural differences, things that should be interesting, get twisted by whispers and rumors into something to be feared. And it's wild to see how the suspicion spreads. A simple prayer to the moon is seen as weird. Their family goddess, Rudraparavavi, gets labeled as sinister by a local priest. And just like that, this quiet, devout family is suddenly painted as this evil, malevolent force in the neighborhood.
So you have these tensions building, but they don't just stay as whispers or threats. In both stories, they reach a boiling point. And this is the moment where human conflict crosses a line, pushing these families past a horrifying, irreversible point of no return.
So Ramesh stands up for his dream, right? He defies this powerful man, and the price he pays is absolute. He, his wife, and his daughter are murdered. Their entire lives just erased. And the crime is hidden behind the cruel, simple lie of a suicide. And in Ramanuj's story, that simmering prejudice boils over into a mob storming his home. In the chaos, a fire starts by accident. But this is the truly chilling part. The mob, the neighbors, they run outside, and they just watch. They hear the family screaming for help, and they do nothing. The ultimate crime here isn't an act of violence. It's the community's cold, hard refusal to act. So when human justice completely fails, something else steps in to fill the void, a much, much scarier kind of justice. This is where the haunting truly begins, born directly from the ashes of these human crimes. Back at the now abandoned coaching center, Ramesh's family doesn't just linger as sad echoes. Oh no, their spirits come back with a crystal clear purpose: vengeance. This isn't some random haunting. This is a mission. And they are systematic about it. Their spirits hunt down everyone responsible. They deliver a terrifying form of justice that the legal system never could, making sure Manohar pays the ultimate price for his crime. After that, the coaching center is just left abandoned in fear. But Ramanuj's family, their story is different. They're not on a mission for revenge. They are stuck, trapped. Their haunting is this agonizing, tragic echo of their final moments, played out over and over again. So you see, we've got two completely different models for a haunting here. On one side, you have the vengeful spirits. They're active, they're hunting for justice, and they get it. On the other side, you have what you might call warning spirits. They're caught in a loop, reliving their fiery deaths every night, and their home becomes this permanent, chilling reminder of the community's crime. So what's the ultimate takeaway here? Why do these stories, beyond the scares, feel so powerful and stick with you? Well, when you lay it all out like this, the pattern is just undeniable. Both stories follow the exact same chilling formula. A very human crime, rooted in a deep social failing, leads directly to a very specific supernatural consequence. The ghost, it turns out, is literally shaped by the injustice that created it. And that really gets to the heart of it. The true horror in these stories isn't the phantom in the classroom or the screams in the night. The real, terrifying monster is the person who creates the ghost in the first place. The ghosts, they're just the consequence. They're the debt finally coming due. And that leaves us with one final, pretty provocative thought to chew on. If hauntings are really born from our own mistakes, from our own cruelty, then what do our ghost stories truly reveal about us? Perhaps our scariest stories aren't fantasies at all. Maybe they're just reflections in a dark mirror.